Morning, Tom.
Ah, the old 4-wood, eh?
Yeah.
Mending it, then?
Yeah.
Haven't got the car back, then?
No.
Well, that's the way it goes.
You want something?
Me? No. Just having a breather.
See.
Oh, women, eh?
Ah.
What do you mean, ah?
You've had a row, then?
How'd you know?
I heard the screams.
Oh. Barbara really must stop doing that, you know. She really must learn to string her arguments together cohesively.
I should have said that the looks she was giving you over the dinner table last night were eloquence itself.
Women, eh?
Tom, eh?
What?
You are a fool sometimes.
Why?
Well, I ask you. We all know that Barbara hasn't got much in the way of clothes these days, but on you go, blundering on like some short-sighted hippopotamus about Eileen and her haute couture.
Oh, come on, Jerry. You're a bloke. You're supposed to be on my side. Ah, I know what it is. Margot's been getting at you. She told you to tell me off.
Got nothing to do with Margot.
You're not actually claiming you understand all this yourself, are you?
Some of it, yeah.
What suddenly makes you so clever?
Standing next to you.
Oh, now look, mate. You're arguing from a very precarious position. I mean, you and Margot have the odd row, don't you, like 10 or 15 times a day?
Yeah, but that's just the point. It's meaningless with Margot. With Margot, I mean, it's just a means of communication. With Barbara, it really does mean something. I think you ought to give it a little thought.
I have, and she's wrong.
Okay. Fine.
Well, she is. Isn't she?
You know, Tom, Barbara once told me that she loved you for your sensitivity.
Really?
Yeah, she did. You asked me, you've buried your sensitivity along with your potatoes.
What?
Barbara gave up a lot of the normal feminine perks for you. Well, silly things, maybe, some of them. But she gave them up without a second thought. And I think the least you can do is respond when she has the odd withdrawal symptom.
I gave things up. I gave things up.
Like what?
My job.
But you hated it.
Yeah, but I gave it up, though. And here's one. I couldn't afford to play golf. I gave that up.
You were thrown out of the club for shooting rabbits on the short 17th.
I've only got one suit, you know. I don't complain.
Why should you? You're naturally scruffy. Barbara isn't. I think you ought to make allowances.
You changing sex or something?
Ah, you know I'm right.
You carry on like this, you'll end up editing the woman's page.
Yes, you do know I'm right.
Feminist fop.
You know I'm right.
How do I know you're right?
Because you've resorted to abuse.
Clever Dick.
You're doing it again.
Shut up! I'm sorry, love. I don't like that.
That was your idea.
Exactly.
How about wait until you see it with...
Was that my idea as well? I don't think I'll go in for dress designing. Excuse me. It's a posh frock. Well, aren't you going to say you shouldn't have?
Beautiful. It's very impractical.
Good.
Oh, you can't afford this.
Yes, I can.
What have you done?
Well, I found some money in my turnips. No. I sold a few things. No.
Oh, Tom.
Well, don't worry. I didn't sell my Peter Dawson record.
Now, stop bickering, Margot. This is Barbara's night.
I shall drop the subject as soon as Barbara comes down. All I'm saying is, Jerry, that had I not gone round to the garage in person, then we would not have had the car for this evening.
Of course, you realise I shall never be able to put my face in there again after your performance.
I don't like the word performance, Jerry. It smacks of the circus. How do you know what I said, anyway?
Because the manager telephoned me to say that one of his mechanics had been assaulted.
They didn't touch the man. He simply backed away and fell into the inspection pit.
Was he hurt?
Of course he wasn't.
How do you know?
Because when I said, now you're under the car, get on with it, he did. It was ready in 10 minutes.
Margot, you're priceless.
Thank you, Jerry. Come here.
Hi.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob.
You look absolutely ravishable.
Ravishing, Jerry. It is very pretty. I must say, you still have a very tiny waist, don't you, Barbara?
Yes?
I do hope Tom isn't going to make us late.
Oh, no, he'll be down in a minute. Oh, it is so nice of you to take us out.
Well, you've got to wear it, haven't you? And I always say it's the best way to make up.
What do you mean always?
Oh, whenever Margot and I have a row, I always take her out afterwards, don't I, darling?
You make it sound as though we're always arguing.
We are, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We're not.
We're arguing now.
Of course we're not.
Sorry.
Come on. I could eat a horse. Well, a Shetland pony anyway. What are you looking at?
You.
Haven't you ever seen an Adonis before?
Tom, you look an absolute shambles.
I do not. I'll have you know that this is a jacket of my dress suit.
Well, put the trousers on as well. They're meant to be worn as a set, you know.
I don't want to show you up, do I? I got the trousers covered in creosote doing that fence.
Well, change the jacket or something.
Anorak?
Really?
Well, I don't know what you're all making such a fuss about. I mean, it doesn't matter what I wear. Barbara's the belle of the ball.
Well, what's the point of dressing me up like this if you're going to look like that? Oh, Tom, go and put that old suit on, please.
Yeah, well, there's a slight problem there, see?
Why?
Well, the suit was one of the things I sold to buy your dress.
Oh, Tom.
Well, I shall be very proud to go with Tom as he is.
It was you who said that, wasn't it, Barbara?
I think it's an unselfish act on Tom's part, and I applaud it. Now, come along. Only do put him behind a pillar or something in the restaurant.
What am I going to do with you?
I don't know. Looking forward to finding out, though.
Come along.